facts straight, because you helped the U.S. get a spot, right?
Yes.
In the games, but you aren't on the team yet.
Correct.
Okay. So it's like wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling does that too.
Yeah, we have to go there, earn quota spots, and then our Olympic trials they start June 6th. And then, that's when I actually make the team.
Okay.
Well, can make the team.
So you got to feel pretty good, though. I mean, like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
qualified the U.S. I mean, it'd be pretty
Yeah.
crappy of them to leave you off.
Yeah.
the team,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's in Indianapolis, isn't it?
Yep.
Trials?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so
My home
hometown.
pool. Mhm.
Is there like? Are you good?
I'm rolling in.
Is there? I mean, they always hear like home field advantage. Is there a home pool advantage since you know? What that feels like?
They try and limit it as much as they can. So like they'll change the boards out and basically so no one's used to the boards yet, but we'll have a couple of days to get used to them before actually competing. But like surroundings and everything, I already know what the pool looks like and all of that. So in that sense, there's a little bit of a home field advantage.
Does it make a difference when you know that? Like, okay, I know what the pool looks like. Don't they always look the same at some point?
At some point they do, but like some pools are darker than others, some pools are lighter. So getting used to that, it will help a little bit. I like know how light the pool is, and then like depth perception wise, some pools the wall is closer to the boards than other pools. So getting used to that too. But for the majority, like a board is a board, a pool is a pool, and you just kind of go there and dive.
Now we're in Rio. Were you close to making games? Were you serious about it, or were you just kind of?
Yeah, Rio, I actually fractured my back about a month before those Olympic trials. So if I didn't fracture my back, I could have had a better shot at making that team. But with the injury I was dealing with before those Olympic trials, I wasn't really that close for that one. So Tokyo has really been what we've had our eyes on.
What is the recovery like from fractured back?
It's pretty intense. You're in a back brace, a hard plastic back brace for 6 months, and basically no activity at all.
That had to be brutal.
Yeah, it was rough.
I mean, was there a time that you're like, am I even going to dive again? Or?
Oh yeah, I've fractured my back 4 times now, and I've had 2 shoulder surgeries. I need a 3rd shoulder surgery, but yeah, there's been so many times where I've just been like, I'm so sick of being injured and sitting out for 6 months and then having to come back and relearn all my dives, and it's honestly scary having to relearn all your dives after taking 6 months off. So there's been multiple times where I've been like, I'm done with this sport, I want to quit. But before I came to college, actually, I really wanted to be done. That was after my 4th back fracture, and I was like, I just want to be done. And my parents were like, just give it a shot in college. Like, you're going back to dive with Wembo, and you might find a spark for the sport again and all that kind of stuff. So I came to college, and sure enough, like, me and Wembo work out great, and I just love it here.
So you're glad that you stuck it out and
Yeah.
tried again.
Yeah, for sure.
So having that where you start and you had to stop and then get going again, that's a lot like what happened for COVID, right? I mean, are you kind of uniquely positioned versus other people to have to deal with something like this?
Yeah, so me and my singer partner Cassidy Cook, actually, we've had this discussion a lot, that we've both of us have been injured so many times and have had to sit out for 6 months that COVID came around and we were like, oh, we're so used to this, like this is nothing for us. So yeah, we were out for like 6 months due to COVID, and sure enough, we came back and everything was perfect right away, and it wasn't hard coming back from COVID.
Was the first dive after your injury, like the first time you got back on the board, were there nerves? Were you scared?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get scared. I mean, especially for your harder dives, you'll be up there and I'm like literally shaking, and you're nervous for the first 5, I would say, and then after that it's just like riding a bike, and it's easy from there.
When you train, you obviously training quads and everything's ready to go, kind of ramps up to the Olympics. That extra year, does it throw things off, or did it give you more time to get stronger and better? What do you think?
For me, I think I got stronger and better over that year. I mean, I take adversity and I kind of just shove it in its face. I like, even with my injuries, doctors have been like, you might not come back as strong as before from the shoulder surgery, and I'm like, well, I'm going to prove you wrong, and I'm going to come back stronger and better than before. So I kind of did the same thing with COVID and the extra year, and I was like, well, this is a whole nother year for me to get better, so I'm going to take that extra year and I'm going to get better, and mine and Wembo's plan has just worked out. Everything's falling into place at this point.
Your relationship with Wembo, the coach, now she's going to be with you too if you get to go to Tokyo, right?
Yeah, he will be with me. Yep, he'll be with me in Tokyo. All the coaches, if you have an athlete make the Olympic team, all the coaches get to go. So he'll be with me there.
Good.
Yeah.
What Is it difficult for people who don't understand diving? I'm learning more about it. To go from you were great at 1 meter,
Yep.
and you had to move to the 3 meter to go to Tokyo. Is that a big learning curve going from 1 to 3?
It is in some ways. Like my 1 meter list I had been doing since I was 10 years old, so I've had years of practice on 1 meter and those dives. My 3 meter dives are new since I've come to college, so just having extra years to work on them was really key for me and getting that consistency down. But going from 1 meter to 3 meter, I mean, you're adding an extra flip or two, so it's a little bit harder going from 1 meter to 3 meter.
I've always wondered what a diver thinks about when you're standing looking over. Because like I stand there and I go, holy, but obviously you're used to it.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind the last second before your feet leave the board?
Honestly, most of the time, nothing. If I'm doing a hurdle, so like walking on the board, most of the time I'm just thinking about not falling off. So I'm like, just get a good hurdle, please don't fall off. But other than that, most of the time I'm just automatic pilot and not really thinking about much.
What would it mean to you to represent the U.S. at the Olympics?
Oh, I've dreamed about making the Olympic team since I was 8 years old, really since I started diving. So I think just for my dream to come true and see all the hard work that I've put in and as well as Wembo has put in over the years, I think it would, I have no words to describe that.
Yeah, so you dreamed about it for a long time.
Yeah, I've wanted to be an Olympian since I started diving, since I was 8 years old. So it's been a long way coming.
When did that, do you remember when that dream first popped into your head and why it did?
Oh yeah, I actually, within the first week I started diving, my coach came up to my parents and they were like, your daughter has an amazing talent in the sport of diving. She's going to be as good, if not better, than Thomas Fincham one day. And we were like, who is Thomas Fincham? Because I just started, we had no idea. And Thomas Fincham was an Olympian and a very good Olympian. So we went home and did a little Google search on Thomas Fincham, and he was an Olympian. And ever since that idea got put into my head about me being as good or better than Thomas Fincham one day, I kind of just ran with it and was like, this is what I want to do.
You and Cassie Cook dives here as well, right?
She dives in Texas, but she'll come here every so often for training trips to train with me. Yeah.
So do you do synchronized?
Yep, we do synchro.
Will you compete in both, or you hope to compete in both? Can you compete in both in Tokyo?
Yeah, so we competed at World Cup for synchro, and we earned Team USA the Olympic quota spot so we can compete in Tokyo at the Olympics.
Okay.
And I also competed in individual World Cup and earned the individual quota spot for the Olympics. So at Olympic trials, I'll be competing in synchro with Cassidy and then individual as well. And then hopefully I will make the Olympic team in both of those events.
What do you like more, synchro or solo?
I hated synchro before I started it with Cassidy, but me and Cassidy also have known each other since we were like 8 years old and have been really good friends throughout all the years. So I'm starting to like synchro more now than individual, just because it's a fun event. You get to be up there with my best friend and we're always laughing and having a good time. So it's a lot less stressful than individual is.
You kind of have to get along, right, if you're going to be synchro diving?
Yeah, for sure.
So the pool that you dove in Tokyo, is that the same one you would dive in at the Olympics?
Yep, there was the Olympic test event, so they used the Olympic pool and everything. They've asked us things that we want to change when the Olympics come around. Obviously, we've said the food, and we would like some outdoor time outside of our hotel rooms.
Yeah.
But other than that, the Olympic pool is amazing. It's beautiful, and I hope to be back there.
So the dream was always to be an Olympian. Do you allow yourself to go even farther and think about what it would be like to stand on the podium and hear the national anthem? I've gotten this question a lot, and I just try and stay focused and stay where I'm at right now. So I haven't even made the Olympic team yet, and there's been talk after I got silver at World Cup about me medaling at the Olympics, and I'm like, all right, let's take a step back and focus on what's ahead right now, which is Olympic trials. So I'm gonna get through Olympic trials, hopefully make the Olympic team, and then if and when I make the Olympic team, then maybe that dream of medaling at the Olympics, I'll start thinking about that then.